Hi, this is Jonathan Skeet showing an update to my Supertutors AI math tutor application. I have successfully implemented OCR, which is Optical Character Recognition, which allows students to draw math equations in a canvas and then convert that drawing to text, which is submitted to the chat between the student and the AI math tutor. I'll start out with a UML sequence diagram here, which demonstrates the services involved in achieving the optical character recognition, as well as facilitating the chat. As we can see, there are many services in this distributed service architecture here, beginning with the front-end React application, which allows students to make a drawing. Similarly, they can take a picture if they have their math equation printed on a sheet of paper. They could take a picture and submit it through the UI as well, which we'll see. They'll start out by entering the React app, and they can draw on the canvas here. What they do is pop out that canvas component, and once they finish, they can export the drawing. The drawing is saved on AWS S3. As we can see here, there is an image sent to the API server on the back end, which is served on AWS ECS Fargate. Once that image is stored, the process to request OCR is creating a job. And so we can see that there is an item sent to the Redis cache, which is basically where the jobs will be queued. And we'll see there's a bit of communication in between the front end through WebSockets to maintain the status of that job as it completes. And the model that is involved in the OCR is the OpenaI API GPT-4o, which is capable of completing vision tasks. There's a special package on the front end which is used. That package is the Pix2Text pypi package, which assists the GPT-4o vision model in accurately extracting the text through OCR to translate it into text to be submitted into the chat. Once that occurs, the student can confirm that the extracted value matches the value that was drawn or the image that was submitted of their homework on a sheet of paper. And once that's done, they can store that and begin the chat with the math tutor and begin solving their problem. And this Socratic guard service here is important because this is a service that will make sure that the student, even if they asked for the answer from the LLM, they won't get an answer, but they will get tips and hints to help them figure out the answer, guiding them down basic math fundamentals and steps to operate and solve the equation. But they will never get a straight up answer without them already providing the right answer. They can only get confirmation that they have found the right answer. So we'll take a look and see what the OCR process looks like here. What we would do here is just go here. If we wanted to upload an image, we would click here and upload an image. But if we want to draw, we'll go to the canvas here. It's better if you make your strokes a bit wider for OCR. All right, but we'll just go ahead and enter a random algebra equation here. Again, this app is meant to target 9th grade at the max of algebra and geometry. So mostly basic linear algebra and fairly simple geometry terms. But we'll go ahead with an algebra equation here. And so we're entering 4x plus 3 equals 15. And so the goal here is to export this and ensure that the same equation will be converted to text. So it does take a second. Again, as we saw, there are many services on the back end, distributed services, which are involved in converting the input to text. And as we can see, this is the extracted text by OCR. So it is matching what we submitted. And then we can go ahead and send that message to our math tutor and begin solving this equation. Right, again, our math tutor is not going to give us the answer. Let's just ask for the answer and see what happens. As we can see, it's not going to give us an answer, but just help us try to work towards it. And so Let's go ahead and work with our math tutor and solve this problem. All right, so if we subtract 3 from both sides, we'll have 4x equals 12. All right, next we want to divide both sides by 4. And I'm doing this to see if the math tutor would do it for us, but the math tutor, as we can see, is not doing it for us. It's confirming whether or not we're at least thinking down the right path and letting us take those operations and find the result. And here it will confirm that we have got the right answer. And so again, just really wanted to show the capability to do OCR here. We have seen previously that if we continue down this streak and get 3 questions right, there's a very big celebration for some positive reinforcement. But again, we're seeing some very useful features here, which is OCR and the Socratic method applied to an AI math tutor. So thanks for watching.